Hello everyone, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing really good today. So, yeah, today I got something really special for you. We're gonna be playing through Crimson Skies, which is a PC game released in like 2001 or 2002. So, it's really old, and I've done my best to capture it via OBS, but I can't promise that everything's gonna be like super duper smooth. So, if there are some hiccups, please, you know, forgive me, and I don't know how well alt-tabbing is going to work out, so I'm going to be curious to know what happens when people do raids or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and swap over and get this started. Hi, Nash. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready to become a sky pirate. All right. Let us go ahead and get this started. Always awesome. Good to hear it. All right. Here we go. The old Microsoft Studios Game Studios logo. A classic.
From the nation of Hollywood to the Empire State, news film from around the world on your neighborhood screen today, delivered via high-speed airmail. This is Aerotone News. Airborne shipping, the new king of commerce. Across all 23 American nations, old-fashioned trains, ships, and trucks are no match for the modern Zeppelin. Shipments have never been faster. Mountains, forests, and rivers, no problem for these luxury liners of the sky. But with modern air shipping comes modern air pirates, the scourge of the skies. Not since the days of wooden ships and iron men have pirates so cursed the world. Hunting the skies between the Americas for loot and cargo, and even the occasional kidnapping. But such villainy is answered in force. Government militias and private security companies have responded, raising their own air forces to fight the criminals, to beat the devils at their own game. Score one for the good guys. The Parade of Aces. The hair-raising adventures of these heroes have captured the imagination of the world. New York ladies' man, loyal showstopper Crawford. Aviation security pioneer Paladin Blake. Hollywood blonde shell Charlie Steele. Ex-pirate turned pirate hunter Easter Whitaker. The Parade of Infamy, the villains of the air. Double-crossing ex-Texas Air Ranger, the murderous Marshal Bill Redmond. From Wall Street Raider to Zeppelin Bandit, the vicious Jonathan Genghis Khan. The pirate with a secret purpose, the brilliant and mysterious Black Swan. Don't let her beauty fool you, boys. This one's too hot to handle. And the Undertaker of the Sky out of Skyhaven, cold-blooded newcomer Ulysses Booth. But the pirate's short life of fame, daring, and fortune always ends the same, in a twisted metal coffin. The battle rages on, but justice will prevail. The criminals of the air...
What gives, boss? You, the world-famous Nathan Zachary, didn't even make it into this month's Parade of Infamy.
Trust me, Jacko. With what I've got planned, we will.
And there we go, with the intro to Crimson Skies. I hope that kind of sets the tone for what we're into. That was sick. Hello, Ishin, good to see you. I hope you are also ready to become a world-renowned sky pirate among the American nations. Because America split up after the Great Depression and for Prohibition. That's like a major part. America split up into a bunch of different nations, and so there was no federal thing to do highways, and so instead they do airships. Don't ask. It definitely feels like someone working backwards from, I really want to have Zeppelins in my game, in my setting, but I don't know how. No more federal funding for highways. Got it. Alt history backstories. Yeah, it's so good. Let's get into it.
Boss, this is Sparks. You still alive in there?
Yeah.
Geez, Skipper, you're missing the whole works. The party, the cookout, the women. When are you gonna join us?
I'll be down when I can, kid.
See, I told you. He's not budging.
Give me that thing. Chief, it's Tex. Not only are you missing Big John's choice eats, but Justine here says she ain't done with you yet.
Nathan, where are you? We miss you. I miss you.
Chief, you plain work too hard. Why, you only spent one night with the ladies.
And what a night it was.
See, blowing off steam's good for a fella. What I'm getting at, sir, is that it's been a tough month. We all know how sore you are about that rat Miles double-crossing us in Cuba, but he's sleeping with the fishes now, and you'll figure out some plan to make us all rich again. You always do.
Tex, let's not ever talk about Lucas Miles again. Understood? Now I've got work to do.
He's hopeless. Here, you try.
Jack here. What are you reading now, Zachary? British politics, shipping reports?
The Secret Journeys, a Hawaiian oral history of Sir Francis Drake, 1578 to 1580. Got it yesterday.
You see, that's sad. That you need to get out more.
Fascinating. Everyone thinks Captain Cook discovered the Hawaiian Islands in 1778, but in 1579, the English privateer Sir Francis Drake was here. He lost his largest ship, the Teresa, in a storm near here, off the Kapa'awi Islands. All hands presumed lost.
Oh, wow, no kidding. 1579, cheese and crackers. You know, I'll be sure to tell the crew.
Jacko,
Yeah.
we're not here for fun. We're here for treasure. Remember that leather map we pinched in Tortuga?
2 years ago. Yeah, sure. How could I forget?
I finally figured out what it is. It's the map of the Teresa's last route. Jack, she was full of stolen Spanish gold. And I think I found her.
Why, you old devil.
So, sorry, I'm really quiet during those cutscenes because they're really great. They're so great. Like, this whole thing feels like a radio drama or something. It's so good. I love it. So, here we are in our hangar. There's our lovely ship right there. It's got a very unfortunate name, but we'll get to that in a second. We can change our memento that we bring in. We got a bunch of ladies. Oh yeah, we know that one. Pilot Medusa. But I think there's only one that we really need. That's who's going to be our co-pilot today. So we got a plane construction menu, but right now we're low on funds, so we can't really buy anything. We're broke. We're flat broke. But that'll change if we can get that gold. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get to the mission briefing.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Say, those Medusas must throw some kind of party.
The canned coffee can't help, sir.
Yeah. Now, here's the whole works. Jack's filled you in on the real reason we're in Hawaii. Drake's gold. Okay. Now, I've managed to narrow the list of potential sites down to 3. The first site is in this cliff here, on the Kapa'awi Islands.
Hey, how does shipwreck get way up there?
We're looking for the treasure, Jack, not the ship.
Oh, yeah, the treasure.
The survivors may have rescued the gold from the wreck and hid it up on this cliff. Or I figure they may have buried it in this valley here at the second site. Or maybe the wreckage washed ashore into the same valley during a storm. Now the third and last site's out here somewhere, probably in this reef. I'll need only one wingman for today's mission.
Yeah, sure, make me do all the work.
Actually, Jack, I was thinking of taking Betty.
What?
Yes, sir.
You'll get over it, Jack. We gotta give the new pilots as much flying time as we can afford. It's pretty quiet out there today, so I'm gonna give Betty here some tips on how to fly like a fortune hunter. Besides, Jack, I want you to ride with me in my plane. We'll check out each site from the air, get the lay of the land. If we find anything, I'll circle back around so you can bail out and verify the location from the ground.
Yeah, well, don't come crying to me when she shoots your tail off or something, okay?
Oh, you mean like that story Big John was telling me about you over Virginia, Jack? You know, the one where you shot up your own plane?
Hey,
Remember
that wasn't my fault.
Oh, sure.
What do you know? New kid's got moxie. You're all right.
Betty, I'll meet you outside, airborne in 15. The rest of you, no more parties till we get this gold job sewn up. Yes, sir. What did you say? Yeah.
Hey Billman, good to see you. We are just about to start the very first mission. So here we are with our loadout. So, unfortunately, Nathan Zachary does not have very good taste in names because he's gone ahead and used a slur in the name of his ship. But that's okay. Once we get some money, we can go ahead and make our own plane without any kind of very unfortunate name. We can change our loadout. So we'll go ahead and stick explosives in our 50 cals, and then we'll go ahead and stick... Actually, we'll stick dum-dums in the 40 cals. So explosives are kind of good all-arounders. Armor piercing do damage against armor, and dum-dums do damage against components. And either choose armor piercing or high explosive rockets. We'll just stick with high explosives. And whoops, we'll just go ahead and give our wingman all explosive. Doesn't really matter. So, we have to find the main treasure ship, drop Jack off at the treasure site, guard the treasure site until reinforcements arrive, and then finally dock with the Pandora. So here we go, and there's our memento. Good old doggy. And this is the Pandora. So you can see it's an airship armed with like a bunch of cannons, and the actual secret best part of it is that it's also actually an aircraft carrier. And there's our wingman making a flyby. And look at that. The hangar doors are opening. And here we go. And let's get to it.
Good luck out there, you two.
Throttle up.
Make us millionaires. Yeah, and Betty, try not to kill the
Oh
boss,
God.
Okay? He's the only friend I got, you know.
Betty, please don't crash into me.
Sorry to hear that, Jack.
And if we go into cockpit view, we can actually see there's Jack behind
Follow
us.
me, Betty. Try to get a feel for your plane and keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, sir.
So that's a really nice touch. I really love this game. It's so cool. There's so many
There's
nice
one of the sights
touches.
over there. See it? Stone carvings could give a guy the creeps.
Fly close to it, boss, to see if you can see anything. There might be
Let's
something
go.
else good down there.
Those carvings are the beginning of a cave.
Attention, unidentified aircraft. This area is under British authority.
British? That's funny. I thought this was Hawaii, not Hong Kong.
Leave at once. You will be fired upon.
Say, pal, you need to learn some manners. Let's take him out, Betty. I don't like plane jumpers.
Yes, sir.
Say, there's an old altar down there. And I
You
bet it
didn't
has a few
bother
secrets.
shooting. You didn't even bother warning me before you shot me. So how about this, buddy?
Kiss that bridge goodbye.
See you later, suckers.
Tough break. But no one's getting between that treasure and us. See that? Looks like some sort of camp. I'll bet it belonged to a survivor of the wreck.
Worth checking out, boss?
Definite.
But first, we have one more site to examine. That looks like a ship to me.
Boss, do you see it?
Atta girl. That's it, all right. Now that's the main treasure site, I'm sure of it. Jack, I'm going to fly over the side again. Get ready to bail out for a closer look.
Here we go. Take care, Jack. Try not to get your feet wet.
Jack is away. Let us know what you find down there, buddy.
Pandora, this is Jack. Moving to Site 3. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Copy that. Pandora on the way.
No need to follow that order, Spark. Now that you found our treasure, Nathan, you and your floozy can scram. If you know what's good for you.
Your treasure. Nice try, sister. But this claim is mine. Pirate's code, fair and square. You tell Justine that spending a night with me does not mean she gets to spend my loot.
Yeah? Well, maybe a little swim will change your mind.
Medusa's coming in, sir.
The Medusas have a cargo zeppelin coming in, British markings on it, probably stolen, judging by the state of it. Looks like they're making a play for the treasure right now. We have to stop that zeppelin.
Are those spare fuel tanks stacked in the cargo base? They have
There we go. That's one.
all over 'em.
Good eye, Betty. We hit those tanks, that should put a kink in their plan.
Shoot, I've been hit! What a shot, boss!
Let's get rid of that last.
So long, sucker.
Oh, I was using 40s, not 50s, like I meant to. No wonder it was taking so long to kill.
No, I was so close!
Let's open her up with the armor-piercing 30s to get rid of that armor. And switch to 50s.
I'm in trouble here. They're cutting me to ribbons. Help!
Finish off the rocket. Nice fuel tanks. Time for them to go.
Woohoo! Did you see that explosion? Great shot, boss. That Zepp's going down.
Say, Betty, you're a regular wild.
All the planes in this game are so cool looking.
I just don't like no one calling me floozy, that's all.
You women will be the end of me. You see any more Medusas?
No, why? You looking for a date?
Ha! I draw the line at dames who shoot at
That's not what I heard.
me. Touche. So, how you feeling after your first proper fight? You want to head back to the Pandora and call it a day, or scout around some?
I'm good, boss. Whatever you want, I'll follow you.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left for us to do, so let's go ahead and line up for a docking maneuver. The planes are really cool too, because they're technically based on real world things. There is some, you know, so I guess that's what inspired it by. Oh, that's so cool. There are some real world prototypes of planes that had the propeller in the back, but they were overall deemed to be not worth replacing with the propeller in the front planes that already existed. I've tried flying the one in War Thunder, and every single time I try to like take off or land, I end up smashing the propeller because it's like it's positioned at the back, and that actually makes it really hard to fly. But it looks so cool. Like it's just they nail the alternate 1930s look of this game so well. Let's go ahead and slow down and line ourselves up.
Looks good, kid, but we shall see.
And you can see that all the planes have a little like two-piece hook that hooks up onto this crane that just kind of drags us in. And that's how we store our planes in here. And here we go. So, here is the end of mission results screen. So this is actually, these mementos, some of them you get by doing the main, like, just doing the mission, and some you do get by doing specific actions. So, this Aloha Daily thing. Pirates blast Brits! The internationally notorious air pirate Nathan Zachary and his cohorts, the Fortune Hunters, opened fire and decimated a convoy of 3 British trucks yesterday. The trucks were attempting to cross a suspension bridge along the treacherous Helipio Road when Mr. Zachary began his strafing run. Subsequent detonations destroyed the bridge, although investigating officials are not certain what caused these explosion rocket fire from the pirates, or... Oh, explosions. Rocket fire from the pirates, or what was termed by investigating officials as suspicious cargo within the trucks. Asked to explain the incident, Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Forsyth, the British officer leading the convoy, replied, "This vicious attack was wholly unwarranted. Our expedition is in no way threatened, Mr. Zachary. We have filed charges on him and his gang of cutthroats, and we shall pursue their capture and punishment to the full extent of the law." When pressed to explain what 24 off-duty British naval officers were doing on this road, Lieutenant Colonel Forsyth stated that they were merely collecting native orchids to send to the London Arboretum. However, this does not explain the crates of excavation equipment and scores of rifle, ammunition, and explosives allegedly found among the wreckage by the local police. Other than to say he is looking into the matter, the British ambassador has thus declined to comment on the situation. The Hawaiian royal family has issued a statement that they are concerned with both increasing pirate activity in their skies and the unauthorized activities of the British. Hawaiian Paradise Ancient Mystery, A Journey Back in Time, Albert Tompkins. An ancient carved idol in an unprecedented state of preservation, as well as a cache of flawless relics, has been discovered by a team of aerial explorers. The cave, at first believed to be an unusually dormant volcanic vent, is in fact man-made, hewn into living rock. The idol is believed to be Lono, the ancient Hawaiian god of the harvest. Its 3-ton bulk was carved from native basalt and inlaid with semi-precious aventurine, black pearls, and an intricate mosaic of coral bits. Archaeologists from the University of Pacifica estimate this artifact to be over 700 years old. It was beautiful, yet at the same time oddly disquieting, said Nathan Zachary, leader of the aerial expedition. How they dragged that rock up the steep hillside and then managed to go about. Continued. I don't actually think it's continued. Love these. Yeah, I know, they're so good. And there's one of the Spanish gold coins that Francis Drake... Oh, I can also export this to the desktop. I'm not going to, but I could have a little memento on my desktop. Oh, also there's more. There's more. Here is the wanted poster for the Medusas. This is Justine Battleaxe Perrault, the leader of the Medusas. And this is a bit from Nathan Drake's... Francis Drake, not Nathan Drake, that's Uncharted. Journal. It has been a week since our captured Spanish galleon, the Teresa, scuttled after we lost sight of the Golden Hind in that typhoon. I blame Drake not for sailing on. I blame Drake for not for sailing on. He could not possibly have known we survived. Today I recant the curses I had heaped upon this place. It is true that my fellows and I have lost a king's ransom and the doubloons and silver ingots plundered from the Spanish, but what we have gained, no riches could buy. Our first blessing is the bounty of this island. It has fruit and game, fresh water and shellfish, food we have not seen the likes of since we left the Americas months ago. I am regaining the 2 stone I had lost on the voyage. Second, we are alive. As I reconsider Drake's plan to follow Magellan's westward passage, I think we may yet outlive our crewmates on the Golden Hind. I hope they are well and wish them Godspeed. I fear they may be the cursed ones, not I. Third, and not the least of our blessings, are the natives of this island. They treat us like honored guests. They aid us today in the recovery of supplies and a chest of emeralds from the Valparaiso wreckage, before she watched away to depths unknown. We have failed as yet to comprehend their language, but their women smile when they see us, and what more language does one require? The day has been long. I go now to watch the moon rise over the ocean, to eat and drink my fill, and to rest before the blaze of a bonfire. I cannot say what adventures lie before us, only that for the first time in a year, I am content. Tom Holland. Oh no, I forgot about that too. 13th of July, 1937. Dear Mr. Zachary, it gives me great pleasure to enclose a check for $900 Hollywood funds, payable to you. This constitutes the advance payment on our option, which secures the publication rights of the journal of Sir Francis Drake's Lost Crew Member. I am more convinced than ever that our British audience will find it just as thrilling as I have. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your last encounter with His Majesty's military, eh? Our staff is presently determining how best to publish this remarkable discovery. To that end, we would like to arrange to photograph any crew member artifacts and, of course, the remains of the Spanish galleon Nuestra Senora de la Valparaiso. I urge you to secure film rights as soon as possible. I have enclosed the business card of a reputable Hollywood agent, although that must sound like an oxymoron to you. I will keep you posted as to our progress. Best wishes in all your favorite future endeavors, and warmest regards. Cecil Smith Esquire, Editor-in-Chief. So, there is one thing that I cannot get working on this, and that is when you perform an aerial stunt in this game, there's occasions marked as, like, you know, difficult to fly through, aerial stunts, barnstorming. You would normally be able to, you'd normally get a picture of it, and then you could, like, export it to the desktop or whatever. I've not been able to get that to work. It was a really neat feature, but I just can't get it to work, so apologies in advance, but that is the life. But with that, we're ready to go on to our next mission. We still don't have the gold, so there's no point in making a plane, so let's just go ahead and start the next briefing.
Me and Betty's little scuffle with the Medusas have made us a popular dance partner. The spotters just sighted a group of British Balmoral bombers and their fighter escort headed our way.
British? What are they doing in Hawaii?
We'll deal with that later. Right now, it looks like they want the treasure for themselves.
So what now, boss?
2 things. Stop those bombers from blowing our treasure to Kingdom Come, and find out where they came from.
Oh, sure, we can just ask him. Excuse me, old chap, mind telling me the location of your secret military base?
First things first, Jack. When we launch, we'll hit their fighter escort. After we shoot down the fighters, destroy all the bombers but one. After we isolate that last bomber, I'm going to force them to let me board.
What?
Jack, you'll fly shotgun with me. I'll fly over the last bomber and match its speed. Once I've got us in position, Jack will take over my plane so I can climb out and jump down onto the bomber's wing and climb into the cockpit. Once I have control of the Balmoral and the rest of the fighter escorts have been cleared out, we'll head back and dock with the Pandora.
I know the Balmorals are swanky machines, Captain, but nice enough to risk your neck for? What gives?
I'm hoping there's a map, code book, or a talkative pilot on that bomber so we can find out where all these Brits are coming from. I don't want any more surprise visitors spoiling our plans to rescue that gold from the sea. Now everyone get ready. We launch in 5.
Oh, also, I should point out, it's kind of hard to read, but such a cool mission too. Everything on it's so good. Every single mission actually has like a very fun, like, radio drama style title. So this one is called The Great British Bomber Heist. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's get to it.
Captain.
Never someone actually confident. Yeah, it's very funny because it's very like stereotypical choice, but no, the dude's actually very confident.
Remember, people, we need to take out the fighter escort before attempting to steal one of those bombers. There'll be a lot more grill underneath the stand.
There's only one bomber left.
Oh God!
Let us board until we've taken out their escort.
I almost shot down that other bomber. I think my wingmate shot down one of the other ones while I wasn't paying attention.
Rather difficult, aren't you? Right, just done for. Requesting Bravo to base. We are under attack by pirates. Send reinforcements immediately. Sorry, I could use some help here. Jack here. That's the last of them. Coast is clear, boss.
Yeah, he's ironic. He's the suave like pirate dude, like played completely straight, like the suave action hero.
More British fighters heading your way.
Attention enemy aircraft. This is Sir Charles Emmett Winthrop of the Royal Air Force. Disengage your attack immediately.
Say, Winthrop, isn't it almost tea time? Do you want me to give you 1 lump or 2?
Say, good show, old chappy. Ta-ta, teabag. Sorry, fellas, I have to bail out. Treasure site spotted west of tip of the island. Proceeding to grid coordinates 124.5.
No, you don't.
34.5 and commencing bombing run.
Doesn't give us much time, boys. We need to isolate one of those bombers and hijack it before the treasure site is destroyed.
Hopefully that's the last of them.
Stop shooting with your fucking turret. I'm coming aboard.
I've got control.
He needs it to level cover.
Let's get back to the Pandora.
Exactly. Exactly. Alright, and this is the bomber. It's not going to be nearly as maneuverable as our other plane because it's quite a bit bigger and it's full of bombs. On the plus side, it's full of bombs. Actually, technically, it's all rockets. I don't think there actually are any bombs in this series. It's all direct fire rockets and not the kind of bombs that you drop on people. But that works infinitely better for us, so that's okay. Well, while we're here, we might as well check out the British Balmoral cockpit. Yep. Not like a whole lot to say, but there's also... They are all different, which is cute. In the background there? No, they're fine. Don't worry about them. They're fine. This isn't about them. Also, no, because in the briefing, Jack, who was one of our pilots, was flying with us. I just didn't look in the cockpit to show you that. So he actually took over our plane. So our plane is fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a pretty cool bomber, and actually there's a really cool part of it that you'll see as soon as we dock. 60-degree angle upside down. Sometimes they're as much of a show off as I am, so which makes sense. You get the crew that matches your personality.
Welcome home, boss. You're cleared to land.
And there we go. The wings fold. I guess we didn't really get to see it, but yeah, the wings fold so it can actually fit inside the hangar. The Aloha Daily. Zachary Nabb's British Balmoral. Notorious corsair Nathan Zachary, who has been plying his questionable trade above our jeweled islands for the last several days, is believed behind the theft of a British military aircraft. The aircraft, a Bristol Balmoral bomber, was reportedly stolen in midair by Zachary and his fortune hunter pirate gang. According to witnesses on the ground, Zachary's forces engaged the British Balmoral formation, attacking with rockets and cannon fire. Zachary himself maneuvered his plane into close proximity of one of the British aircraft and leapt onto the bomber's wing to commandeer it while his co-pilot flew his own plane away. It was very nearly a suicide run, said Pelo Okana, a farmer who observed the battle. An inch off the mark and I would have been digging him out of my land. British officials have refused to comment on the matter in any official capacity, although His Majesty, King Jona Kuhino Kalanina Ole, has issued a communique to the British ambassador to the League of Nations in Colombia, demanding an explanation as to why British military aircraft are present within the kingdom's borders. Continued on page 4. Kingdom of Hawaii awards Medal of Valor to Hero Pirate. In a lavish ceremony last evening, His Royal Highness King Jona Kuho Kalaniana Ole awarded the prestigious Order of Ku Citation for Valor to an unlikely recipient, noted air pirate Nathan Zachary. The medal, named for the Hawaiian god of war, has never before been given to someone from the mainland. Zachary earned his medal during a fierce battle with a squadron of British Balmoral attack bombers that invaded our sovereign territory. Though the British ambassador has declined comment, many believe that Zachary's timely intervention saved the Kingdom of Hawaii from a British invasion. And there it is, the Order of Ku, Medal of Conspicuous Valor. And here is some stats for the Bristol Type 140 Balmoral. Engine, a British Mercury VN, slow speed and acceleration, structural reinforcements to, standard, average maneuver. Armor, standard, 40-40, 350. Guns, 230s, 250, 450s? Oh, cool. Rockets, 24 HE rockets and 2 turrets. So it's actually got one in the nose, in the bottom of the nose, and one in the, one in the nose and then one in the tail. So it's very, very... this older British light bomber has been around the world in the service of the Empire. No longer a cutting-edge design, the Balmoral has found itself the mainstay of British colonial bomber support in Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. And you can look at our kill stats. We've killed 4 Peacemakers, 2 Balmorals, and also, because we shot down Charles Winthrop the Ace, we get a special mark denoting that. Aloha Daily, Britain's best is beaten. The thunder of rockets and the staccato crack of bullets shattered the tropical calm of the Kingdom of Hawaii 2 days ago, as Royal Air Force planes battled Nathan Zachary and his fearsome fortune hunter pirate gang. Though the cause of the battle is unclear, there is widespread speculation that the fortune hunters thwarted the spearhead of an attempted British colonization of Hawaii. British officials have denied all such claims. Pirates and Brits duked it out over the jeweled Kapumati Islands, culminating in a one-on-one duel between Nathan Zachary and the leader of the RAF flight, Major Sir Charles Emmett Winthrop. During the battle, Zachary downed Winthrop, injuring the British fighter ace and leaving him in a hospital in a serious but stable condition. Winthrop is a veteran British aviator who began his career with the Royal Flying Corps during the Great War. Winthrop amassed a stunning number of kills during the war, receiving a battlefield promotion after making ace a mere 3 days after his assignment to a combat unit. Even more stunning, Winthrop had lied about his age to join the war effort, enlisting in the British military at the tender age of 15. During his first combat mission, Winthrop racked up enough kills to capture the... Continued on page 8. And there's a couple pictures for stunts that we didn't do, because it should have been the same stunts, but I'm not super clear on all the stunts in this game. So let's go ahead and return to the cabin. And now we have a picture of the Balmorra. We can see the Balmorra on our hangar, and it's huge. And we've also taken the time to repaint it in our beautiful red, white, and black Fortune Hunter scheme.
Okay, you mugs, listen up. Thanks to the cipher machine we recovered from the Balmoral bomber, Sparks and I were able to piece together the rough location of a base. Now, Jack and I flew recon this morning and found this.
Whoa, the British are coming. Wait a minute. They need all that just to recover a sunken treasure?
I doubt it. Maybe King George has his eye on the islands. Looks like they're planning some play against the Hawaiian royal family.
Like the Limies don't have their hands full with Uncle Adolf and the Japanese. Greedy teabags.
The Japanese are precisely why the Brits would be so keen to force a colony down the Hawaiians' throats. It would complete their chain of naval bases all the way from Singapore. Politics aside, it's a swell deal for us. Take a look. Inside their dry dock are some of those new Zepp-mounted utility cranes Sparks has been dreaming about.
Hot dog, Skipper. Those new Southampton D-88s are the cat's meow. Genuine first-class gear.
That's why I'm thinking we need to get our hands on those babies.
No kidding. Those will cut salvage time in half.
At least. So, Jack?
Yeah?
Try not to demolish them, okay? I still remember Calcutta.
Hey, you know the Calcutta thing was an accident? I had something in my eye.
Okay. Now here's the plan. The joint's pretty low on defenses. Take out all these buildings along the rim of the burnt-out volcano. That'll send them running. And one thing, I saw an AA gun there. Watch out for it. Now down here, they're working on an airstrip. Looks like they got some sort of forced labor camp set up too. Labor camp?
Uh-oh, now they've gone and made Big John sore.
Him and me both. So if you get the chance, give those guard towers and barracks down there the business. Maybe we'll help out the locals a bit too.
Rooting for the underdog again, Captain?
I try. Now, when we're done, I want everyone back aboard the Pandora. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I want everyone in the air in 15. Let's get to it!
So yeah, targets of opportunity are optional mission objectives, and I don't believe they're tracked. We might be able to see them if we pause the game, but we kind of have to remember that they're there. So now we've got the Balmorra, we can go ahead and adjust it. We're just gonna go ahead and slap not armor piercing, explosives and everything. And we could use flak rockets, but I'm just gonna stick with my explosives for this mission. We have a lot of ground targets to deal with. Let's do it. But I always go there first after saying Nadine. Is that a Morrowind joke? It doesn't work on me because I never played much of Morrowind. I like modded it to hell and then I started it and immediately like something was wrong and then I have to redo all my mods. But I think it's a Morrowind joke. Always Morrowind posting, that's fair.
Alright, this should be a cinch. Keep your eyes peeled just the same. I don't want any surprises. Our targets are over the main base in the airfield work camp. Over.
Roger that, Captain. No problem.
Read it loud and clear, Chief.
Hey, Captain, there's that work camp down there. Should we attack it? Over?
Stay focused, Jack. We're here to take out the main base first. After that, we can swing back here and deal with that work camp.
Yep, so you can see we've also got the two turrets, so one in the bottom of the tail and one in the nose.
Watch that defensive fire!
Alright. You can see that our wingmen have already started attacking. We're getting there. The Balmorra is really, really fucking slow. But I'm gonna go ahead and divert toward these barrage balloons, which are just like little airships.
Looks like the Brits got some point defense balloons up.
With like anti-aircraft guns in them.
If we want to secure this base.
Copy that, boss.
They're not really threatening, but
Under attack. Man all fire stations. Enemy planes inbound. Balloon turret teams, open fire.
go, fellas. That's right. Keep up the pressure on that base.
This is the base, Commander. We are under attack. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat, begin evacuation.
Oh, hello, barrage balloon. Hello, barrage balloon. Makes your plane shake. I think it's just visual. I don't really think it shakes enough to, like, to change my trajectory, but... Yeah, I think...
Balloons are gone.
There we go.
Good work, gang. Zachary here. Let's hit those buildings. About those balloons, it should be a turkey shoot. Well done. Time to rebuild this place, we'll be rich.
Attention, pirates. This is the British commander. We surrender. Repeat, the base is yours.
That takes care of that, fellas. Head back to the Pandora. We're done for the day.
And if we see, there was a British flag on that base, and now there's just a big red flag with a white skull and bones. Which, did they just have that? Did they just have that lying around? Were they like, just in case we get attacked by pirates, we're gonna have that just so we can surrender? Or did one of our, like, pilots fly down and, like, put that up? Flip just to flex. Yeah, alright. And of course we can't leave without taking out this work camp.
This is the Kapaoe work camp. We are under attack. Prisoners are escaping. Attention! All Kapaoe work camp personnel evacuate. Repeat, evacuate. Leave the prisoners behind and get out.
Not quite yet. I think there's a couple more things to destroy, and then the work camp will be officially destroyed. Put them all to hell. Look, I don't know how that works. I don't know.
All the guard towers are down, fellas. Scratch one work camp.
Here we go.
Good work, everybody. It'll be quite a while before that airstrip is finished.
I don't know how that works, okay? I don't know. Maybe they were all out on the runway working on it. But the game tells me to blow up every single building in that work camp, and I do it. Does that make a single bit of sense for freeing the prisoners? Not really, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it, okay? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Ignorance is bliss, yeah. Too small to see from it, yeah, exactly. There's a picture that with the recon photo that they took. There's the blown to hell British flag, a beautiful sight. To our obedient and faithful servant Nathan Zachary, we offer you our profound thanks for your timely intervention into the plans of those who would see our lands delivered into the hands of imperialistic outsiders. The Kingdom of Hawaii is caught between competing and often nefarious international influences. Your exposure and defeat of one of these forces has been of some small assistance in our ongoing efforts to retain our sovereign rights. From this day forward, we shall ever think of you as our distant cousin, and you shall be ever welcome among the 100 Isles of Hawaii. May the war god Ku sit upon your wing and ride with you into battle. With respect, King Jonah Kuhio, Kalanania Ole. My dearest Nathan, how can I thank you for all you have done? Had it not been for you, my people and I would still be imprisoned in the work camp of the British outlaws. When I close my eyes, I see your plane soaring and diving through the sky of thunder and fire. And this font is very, very pixelated at this resolution. It's really hard to read. And glinting in the sunlight, charging to my rescue, you were magnificent. I have told and retold my father of your wondrous deeds. It saddens me that the rewards for your heroism are so scant. Whenever I look to the clouds, I shall watch for you, my Nathan, hoping to see you again one day. Your Princess, Lorini. Real positive sounding description. These are the faith game to text-to-speech sounds. Yeah. So apparently they'd kidnapped the princess. And actually that's her right there. We saved her. And we did not shoot down a single plane, because there was none.
Good show, gang. The base is ours. Yay! But we're not out of the woods yet. We got the mechanical crews working double time to get the Pandora rigged out for the salvage operation. The Sparks figures they'll be ready by tomorrow morning, which means we're on patrol duty, and plenty of it.
Swell. Babysit.
That's right. And if anyone comes along while the Pandora's in dock, our baby's a sitting duck. So stay sharp out there, people. We lose her? Well, it's a long swim back to the mainland. You got 10 minutes to get your gear and hit the skies. Good hunting. And Betty, your turns are good, but watch those climbs.
Gotcha, sir.
Alright, and we no longer need the Balmora, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap back to our Devastator. I'm just gonna use explosives on that. Actually, no, I'll use armor piercing. Slug, actually. Alright. So, let's protect our airship. Also,
Okay, fellas. The work crews are getting close to finish down there. Let's keep them safe until they're done.
Copy that, Chief.
can't remember if, like, there's a bunch of RAF standards.
I never had a babysitter as funny looking as you, Jack.
But that looks suspiciously like a French flag to me.
All right, you chatterboxes, get back to work.
No, we just blew that one up. We don't need it. And here comes the Pandora. There we go.
Heads up! Bandits coming in on the Pandora. I make 4 peacemakers, British markings.
Now this is more like it.
Right, let's get this clear, pirate. You are to surrender this fight and withdraw at once.
Yeah? On whose authority?
By the authority of His Majesty the King.
King George or King Kalaniano? Last time I checked out that, this is still my place.
Bloody troublemaker. I'm warning you.
When you hit the ground, Dylan Nathan Zachary sent you.
Oh dear, I'm a bit shot up here. Over.
Oh dear! I'm a bit shut up here. My, this is hardly becoming.
Below you, bandit at 12 o'clock low.
First wave of enemies is destroyed. Keep your eyes peeled for additional attackers.
Hey, Captain, what's that? Something in the water, moving towards the mouth of the bay.
I'm not sure. I'll fly down and get a closer look.
Well, what a weird-looking object.
Looks like some sort of submarine. Big one, too.
I like that Nathan Zachary, though.
We are here to reclaim this base. Leave at once.
Hey, Goblin, good to see you. I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do? Launch a torpedo at us?
As you wish, pirates. Subhanger, launch the fighters. Turret team, prepare to open fire.
Oh, Joe. Wake up, gang! That sucks! She's launching planes! Some sort of internal hangar!
Just kidding, it's an Ace Combat hangar. Ace Combat submarine.
Down you go!
Gonna lay down? Yeah, no worries.
See that opening where the planes are launching from? Fire whatever you've got into it. That internal hangar's bound to have something flammable in it.
Copy that, boss. Good thinking. I say, can't you do any better than that? Oh, slipped away.
That's the spot, fellas. A few more hits there, and that submarine will be out cold.
On your right, bogey at 3 o'clock.
No, I'm getting shot. Not like that. There's one right in front of me.
That's a good one, boss. Take that!
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock high!
Closing in on pirate, over.
In front of you, bandit at 12 o'clock!
Sorry, mate, I've got to jump. Over. I say, how rude!
How
That's
rude!
it for the bandits, fellas.
Whoa, that's the
Polish
Zeppelin!
off that sub.
Okay, alright. Yeah, nice aircraft, idiot.
The hull is being breached and the engine room flooded. All personnel, abandon ship.
Happy swimming, boys, and remember, that's what happens when you tangle with the fortune hunters. Excellent work, gang. This ought to buy us the time we need to get out of here and grab that treasure.
Is it actually sinking? No, not really. That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it would at least explode. And there is a picture of the team. There's Jack. There's Nathan Zachary. Is that Sparks? Or is that Sparks? There's Tex, Betty, and Big John. I can't remember who... There's one person I'm misremembering. And I can't remember who it is. And here is a bunch of text on the crane arms that we got. Armature deployment and calibration. To deploy hook-bearing armature, depress lever B while engaging clutch mechanism. Hydraulic pressure must be 3,435 pounds per square inch or greater to uncouple safety interlocks. Directional orientation is enabled by lever C1 for horizontal variance and lever B2 for vertical variance, see figures 12D and 12E respectively. Employing both B and C levers simultaneously will precipitously drain available hydraulic pressure and may cause loss of control or, alternatively, may cause controls to freeze. In the event of control failure, repressurize hydraulic lines by opening release hydraulic valve C0 and engaging auxiliary generator to 4,500 rotations per minute. Telescopic load-bearing members may only be activated and extended after positional controls have been locked. Reroute hydraulic pressure by closing valve C1 and open three-way valves C3 to D2. If pressure exceeds 4,500 pounds per square inch, disengage armature and vent valves. Do not vent, however, if auxiliary generator engages. When calibrating position calipers, deplete hydraulic pressure to 2,300 pounds per square inch and align with alignment rail. Recalibration will be required if hydraulic pressure... something, something, something. Next mission. Never be any kind of engineer. Yeah.
What's our status, Sparks?
Divers, cables, and cranes all in place, sir. We're ready when you are.
And the sky and sea?
It's awful quiet out there, Skipper.
Yeah, that's because we kicked their tea-drinking, biscuit-munching behinds back to the Philippines. Yeah, we're gonna be rich, y'all, like Howard Hughes.
Say, keep your shirts on. We've still got to get that gold up out of the water and aboard the Pandora.
Sure. Sorry, Chief.
There's been too many eyes around here lately. We're bound to be popular. Once we drop those cables, the Pandora's gonna be dead in the water for a good spell. So I want all you mugs in the air with me while the dive crews are at work. This is it, fellas. We launch in 15.
Yeah, they control... because, like, America disintegrated, so all of America's empire holdings are, I guess, just kind of got divvied up to other nations. Which is unfortunate, because it'd be cool if the Philippines could stop having people fucking with it, but... Well, I mean, the British Empire collapsed after World War II, so it's fine. It's fine.
Let's keep alert. The Pandora's a sitting duck while the crews are working down there. If anyone should come along, we could have big trouble real quick.
Roger. I'm thinking the same thing you are, boss.
Same here. She makes a mighty tempting target, don't she?
Yep, sure does.
Glad we all agree. That might be a first.
Bandits inbound, Skipper. I make 2. No, 3 pairs.
Got him. Look who it is. The Medusas.
These dames are crazy.
Let's get to work, people. Hit them hard, hit them fast.
Yeehaw!
Roger that.
Lead the way, boss.
Careful, you got them all hot and bothered.
Attacking.
Heads up, fellas. Looks like the gals and the brigand are going for the Pandora. The Kestrels are sticking to us. Break off when you can and hit those brigands.
Are there any more brigands? No, I think we shot them all down.
Careful, you got them all hot and bothered.
So long, sucker. Watch it. That's live fire.
Keep it up, fellas. We've got them on the ropes.
Air crime would have to... so you have to do air crime? Kind of.
Head up, you bandit, at 12 o'clock.
Like, we won't see the British for a while after this.
Okay, guys. That looks like the last of them for now. Let's catch our breath and get back to it. I'd try us again. How's that loading coming, Sparks?
Slowly but surely, sir. Over.
We fuck with a lot of people. But, like, always the rich and mighty, because they have stuff to steal. Which, you know, makes sense.
Heads up, fellas. Heavy fighters coming in fast. 3 elements.
Let me guess. More Medusas.
Sure looks that way, sir.
Hello, Nathan. I see your boys have been taking good care of my treasure for me.
Why, hello, Justine. I can see you're not going to give up this one easily. All right. But this is your last chance to turn back before someone gets hurt.
Too late. I wish someone had told me that before I hooked up with you, Zachary. Only this time the hurt's gonna be yours, not mine.
Heads up. Bogey at 6 o'clock high.
I am shot. Jumping clear. How do you like that?
Watch out. Bogey at 6 o'clock. On your left. Bogey at 9 o'clock.
Oh, my engine's getting fucked up. I need you off my back, Justine.
Bogey at 9 o'clock high. This is Jack. I got trouble.
Yeah, don't we all?
Above you, bandit at 12 o'clock high. How do you like that?
Nice dancing with you, sister. Hope you had fun down there with the other sharks.
You can tell, so like, damage to our plane is separated into 3 parts, or 4 parts. Front, rear, and the wings. And damage to the back is very unfortunate because that's where our engine is. So you can see our engine is kind of struggling to stay up. We can actually lose altitude if we're not careful. Easy, easy.
Showboater.
I don't think we'll see any more Medusas today, gang. Let's head back to the Pandora and see how Sparks is holding out.
Whew, there we go. We did it. The treasure is ours. And there's us having a good time with it. Look at all those pearls. Boss, you really know how to pick them, Jack. And there's us. And there's Justine. And there's the treasure. And there's one of the stunt photos that unfortunately don't render. It's so great. I love all the photos that they made for this game. They're just so, they're so pitch perfect. It's great. That's chapter 1.
Skipper, we're picking up a long-distance transmission. A Dr. Fassenbender on the shortwave who claims to know you?
Fassenbinder? Wilhelm Fassenbinder? Why, I haven't laid eyes on that old codger since Yakutsk. Patch him through, Sparks.
Patching, sir.
Willie, you old coot, how's everything?
Mr. Zachary, this is Dr. Ilse Fassenbinder, Wilhelm's daughter.
Little Ilsa? And you're a scientist now? Say, is this some kind of gag?
You must help us. They broke into our lab this morning with guns. We had no choice. They took him away. And all our papers.
Take it easy, sister. Slow down. Now, who took who where?
The checker, Mr. Zachary. They took father away in an autogyro.
The Cheka. That's tough, kid. Why would Red Russian secret police pinch your dad? What did he do?
Nothing. They are volunteering him for their crash military research program in Siberia. Mr. Zachary, you have to stop them. Father won't last one winter up there. He's sick.
It's all right, Ilsa. It's all right. You come to the right man. Now tell me, where are you?
We've been working at the Boeing Special Projects Group.
Sparks?
Yes, sir?
We have a change of plans, kid. Set a new course for Pacifica, Whidbey Island.
Yes, sir. Sir?
Yeah, kid?
Was that the Dr. Fassenbender, the one who invented the flash rocket?
The very one.
Really? Golly, how do you know him?
He used to be chief engineer for the German Imperial Air Service during the Great War. And when he refused to build any more killing machines for the Kaiser, they dropped him into the same prison camp as yours truly to peel potatoes instead. After I started that riot and burnt down the camp slightly, I took the doctor east with me. He helped us rig up planes there, and we gave the Red Russians hell for a while. But now he's in a real fix.
Well, what are we gonna do, boss?
We're gonna recruit him into the Fortune Hunters, kid. Haha, the hard way.
Alrighty, so now we have some money. We can make a plane. So right now we only have a couple choices. We can choose a Balmoral, which is that bomber that we've seen, a Brigand, which is what some of the Medusas fly. That's kind of like a heavier armor fighter plane. The Devastator, which is the plane that we've been using. A Kestrel, which is the lighter plane. It apparently has poor agility, so I'm probably not going to pick that. Oh no, because the Kestrel is the Kestrel is the one with the cannons in the front, and then the Peacemaker is the one with the cannons on the side. Let's go ahead and actually make a Peacemaker. I don't think I've made one yet, so let's see that. So the base cost is $5,228. It weighs 2,695 pounds. Its weight capacity is 7,205 pounds. Excellent agility, base armor fair, turrets none. Description. The William and Colt Peacemaker 370, an older Texan fighter created to stave off the threat of renewed hostilities with Mexico, is today available in the open market to all comers. Purchasers from around the globe have acquired the durable, hard-hitting classic Peacemaker, including pirates, Rixo militias, British dominions, French colonies, and wealthy private collectors. Hello, Corgi. Yeah, we're all done with Resident Evil, so now it's on to new stuff, like being a sky pirate. Good to see you. And so we can change which engine. We could set no engine. I don't know why we would ever do that. Let's go ahead and see if we can make one that has the best engine on it. Two, one. Cheyenne. No, too much. So this will be kind of a weird... So you can see up with guns, you can see you have center guns, right fuselage guns, which would be these, and then left and right wing guns, which would be these. I'm going to stick with mostly, anytime I have to pick between different guns, I want to use the center ones because they have the less aim divergence. And we'll stick with 3 hard points. That should be fine enough for us. We'll see. This may not work very well, but, you know. You can choose either Blake Aviation, British Colors, Fortune Hunters, or the Broadway Bombers. Let's go ahead and choose the Fortune Hunters, but I've got a better color in mind. Actually, I know what I'll do. Just like that. And there we go. We are ready to purchase. Oh, actually, no. Let's change our decals. Decals. So this is our nose decal. Let's have a cat. Let's see. What else there is there? Big stink. And I guess we'll stick with Fortune Hunters on the wings. That's good. Ready to purchase. There we go. We can get a breakdown. That's going to total $9,113. And there we go. And they only bothered to make renders in Fortune Hunters colors, but that's fine. What are you doing? How am I? I'm doing good, sorry. This looks like an old game, an odd game. It's basically like an old flight sim from the early 2000s. Basically set over like a disintegrated America that's like broken into a bunch of different states, and because there's no more federal funding, there's no more highways, so everyone switched to using Zeppelins. So then there's a bunch of air pirates, and we're playing as one of the groups of air pirates.
Okay, you mugs, listen up. Today's fun. Snatch my old friend Dr. Fassenbinder right out from under the Red Russians. Now, as you know, he's imprisoned aboard the passenger liner Workers' Voyage, which is already airborne.
Already airborne? What's the doc gonna do, Chief? Step outside and just happen to fall into one of our planes?
That's right. Huh? You see, these old Russian Zeps have a secondary docking hook here. It's only for emergency landings while the Zep is dead still. So it's too dangerous to hook up there while she's racing on all engines. Trust me, at full speed, the vibration and wind would rip a person right off that ladder.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of this.
We'll need to slow down the Workers' Voyage by taking out half her engines. That should reduce her speed enough so Jack can climb out of my plane and up that ladder.
Yeah, I knew it.
We'll shadow the Russian Zeppelin until she's out over international waters and attack her to slow her down. After that, I'll dock at the disabled Zep's secondary hook so Jack can climb aboard.
And any sap who gets in my way is gonna be plenty sorry.
That's why you're the man for the job, Jack. Now, waiting on the docking hook would be suicide, so I'm gonna launch and circle around. Now, Jack and I will stay in radio contact so he can tell us when he finds the doctor and hustles him back to the docking area. As soon as I hear from Jack, I'll dock again. Now, there won't be room for you and the doctor in the jump seat, Jack, so when the doctor and I launch, you'll parachute away and we'll pick you up later.
Yeah, I can hardly wait.
After that, I want everyone to hightail it back to the Pandora. There, we'll shoot down any remaining Reds and head for the hills. Since Jack's riding with me today, I need Tex and Big John to cover me when I dock.
No problem, boss.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to ride the silk home like Jack.
And there we go. Supporting piracy, yeah. They're gonna get me. Alright. Nathan Zachary and the Red Menace. Could just stick with slugs. I think I get the idea. Explosives, I think, have less accuracy, but who cares? We'll just stick with explosives. Just aim better, stupid. Anyways, it's time to give our new plane, the Magpie's Flight, give it a go. This is a mission where we're basically going to be only shooting air targets, so we don't really need to. We want to go fast because there's not a lot of cover or anything. Look at that plane. What a mighty fine paint job that is. Here we go.
Mayday. Zeppelin CCCV workers voyage under pirate attack. Odessa Squadron, attack the pirates. Gorky and Volga Squadrons, prepare for launch.
Attention Pandora, man your battle stations and get those turrets firing. Here they come. Let's break them up, boys.
Take that, flyboy!
Enemy aircraft in range.
Here we go.
So much for the welcome wagon. Let's go see if anyone's home aboard the workers' voyage. Remember, gang, we need to knock out our engines in order to reduce our speed for the hookup.
Let's take a quick look at the cockpit. There's Jack.
Mayday, this is the People's Zeppelin workers voyage in dire need of assistance. We are outgunned. Comrades, please send help. Gorky Squadron armed and ready. Launch all fighters.
Heads up, y'all! That Zeppelin's launching more fighters!
This is a distress call from Zeppelin CCCV workers voyage. We are under attack. Zeppelin turrets, prepare to open fire.
On your left, bandit at 9 o'clock!
Your luck's been broken by the fortune hunters.
On your right, bandit buried 3 o'clock high!
Workers voyage turrets, open fire. Kill the capitalists.
Enemy aircraft in range. All fighters taken down.
All right.
Time to shoot out those engines.
Let's get back above the clouds and take care of that Zeppelin. Big stink. I forgot I put that on my wings. Alright. Maybe cut my speed. Okay, we're gaining altitude, so we are going the right way. There we go!
Good. That's one engine knocked out, but let's keep at it, gang. That Zep's still going too fast for me to drop off Jack.
Whoa! That was not good. Okay, alright, fix that.
Not a problem, over.
Yeah, they're shooting us.
It's nothing.
No planes, alright, don't mind if I do.
Tracking enemy. I have my target. I have lost the pirates. I cannot stay airborne. Jumping to the ground, over.
Behind you, bandit, at 6 o'clock.
Our wingmates soften this one up for us, and we should be able to take it out, unless I just start missing forever.
Hey, Betty, that's not half bad.
There we go. One more to go, I think.
All fighters taken
There
down.
we go.
Time to shoot out those engines.
Alright, back to shooting out the engines, and hopefully not crashing into the plane. That was kind of embarrassing. What's this cool plane? We just bought our own plane. This is, we bought a Peacemaker and customized it with a better engine and bigger guns, and we called it the Magpie's Flight. And we put decals on it, so we put a cat, we put Big Stink, and on the back, or on the wings, we put the Fortune Hunter thing, but I can't really see it. No, there you go. And I gave it a cool, snazzy paint job. And so right now, what we're doing is working on disabling the engines of this Zeppelin, because we need to slow it down so that we can dock and rescue a scientist that they have kidnapped.
That does it, fellas. The workers' voyage is at half speed. Everybody keep the fighters busy while I hook up with that Zep.
And Jack's riding with us today, because he's going to go aboard and punch out some Soviets to rescue the scientist. And the scientist is going to ride home with us, and Jack will take a parachute. Okay, yeah. Alright. Sometimes I'm not very good at docking in this game.
Boss, what are you waiting for? Drop me off at the Zep so that I can get Dr. Fassenbender.
Shut up, Zep. Shut up, Jack.
Not a problem, over.
There we go. There goes Jack.
I'm here, boss. On board the workers' voyage. I'll let you know when I find the doctor.
I'm away. Jack, let us know as soon as you find Dr. Fassenbender. I'll circle back and hook up so he can climb aboard.
Sir, this is Sparks. Unidentified Zeppelin has been spotted south of the workers' voyage. It's heading your way.
Attention, CCCP workers voyage. This is Black Swan. We have you outgunned. Prepare to be... Zachary! What in blazes are you doing here?
Hello, doll. Fancy meeting you?
Why, you plane jumping? All aircraft attack!
Get out of here. Black Swan just launched their fighters. Head our way and they don't sound friendly. Over.
Copy that. Hold them off, people. We have to wait until Jack has located the doctor.
Damn it, Zachary, you'll pay for this!
Sorry, dear, but you piqued my curiosity. I just have to know what's aboard that Russian Zeppelin that has you so excitable. Okay, you mugs.
Whoa,
Let's
hello,
down-arrest
there
these
you
Black
are.
Swan fighters so we can get a proper look at that Zeppelin unmolested.
Boss, this is Jack. I found Fassbinder and we're heading back to the rendezvous now. Over.
Now we'll make it snappy, Jack. An old friend unexpectedly dropped in and she's none too happy to see us.
Old friend? Who?
Black Swan.
Swan?
There
What
we
does
go.
she want with an old Russian passenger Zeppelin?
I was just asking myself the same question.
Boss, this is Jack. The doctor and I are in position. We're at the landing hook and ready for you to come pick us up.
Great.
That's the last of the Swan's cronies, Captain. Well, it looks like their Zepp has turned tail and run. The workers' voyage is ours.
Alright, time to dock. Okay, you're running.
Nothing
Stop
a little
shooting
paint
at me.
can't fix, over.
Stop shooting me. You're running. You can't keep shooting at me when you're running. That's illegal. Oh god, I'm drifting. And there is Jack and the doctor. See ya, Jack. We'll pick you up eventually.
I'm away. Jack, I'll see you on the ground. Everybody else, destroy any remaining workers' voyage fighters, then head back to the Pandora. Good work, fortune hunters. Now let's head back to the Pandora and let the boarding party handle the workers' voyage.
And here's Dr. Fassbinder. Look how happy he is. There we go. The Times Messenger. Pirate gangs tussle over Soviet passenger Zepp. A battle raged in the skies over the normally peaceful Puget Sound yesterday as pirate gangs attacked the Soviet passenger Zeppelin Workers' Voyage, bound for Moscow. Led by the internationally renowned privateer the Black Swan, the pirates looted the Zeppelin, then vanished before reinforcements arrived from nearby Boeing Field. Unconfirmed reports also indicate that a kidnapping occurred, but Soviet officials vehemently deny this. No passenger was in any danger at any time, says Vladimir Sordiov, captain of the Workers' Voyage. We guarantee total passenger safety, absolutely. These pirates were beaten back. These pirates, they ran like whipped dogs. But asked to comment on how beaten pirates could have plundered the ship's safe, Pistoriov had no comment. Had no comment. Eyewitnesses claim that there were two pirate gangs involved in the aerial heist, the Black Swans and the Fortune Hunters. It is unclear at this time if the two were cooperating in a joint criminal venture or fighting over the Soviet prize. All I know is that there was a lot of rockets and them bullets and rockets flying up there, said eyewitness Hank Lundgren. It was like looking up and trying to count raindrops in a downpour. Nathan. Zachary, I can't blame you for taking the jewels. They are worth quite a large sum of money. There are, however, more important things than money. Given our past, I expected you to understand that. The jewels aside, I must say I'm impressed with your skill in the air. I think I may have underestimated you. I look forward to not making that mistake again, and to settling the score. Regards, the Black Swan. Zachary steals royal jewels. Soviet officials offer a reward of 5,000 rubles for the capture of aerial pirate Nathan Zachary, alleging he is responsible for the March 13th theft of a collection of jewels from a Russian passenger Zeppelin. Previously, the Soviet government claimed that nothing of value had been stolen. Late-breaking reports from Sotheby's in London, however, revealed yesterday that the brilliant yellow diamond, captured Sun, went on the auction block. This treasure was cut from the 300-carat Imperius Solaris once owned by Napoleon Bonaparte. Later, the French Republic gifted the gemstone to Tsar Nicholas I, and it remained a Romanov family heirloom until the Russian Civil War. Nathan Zachary has stolen a part of history, declared Russian Ambassador Yopotov. We will find him in the remainder of our treasures. They belong to no single man or woman, but to every man and woman of the People's Republic. Rumors abound as to what Zachary has done with the rest of the Soviet treasure. Some say it is buried atop Mount Rainier in Washington. Others note that an unusually large yellow diamond was worn last Saturday night at the Metropolitan Opera House by femme fatale privateer the Black Swan, and that the diamond auctioned at the Sotheby's was actually a fake. Still others claim that Nathan Zachary threw a 3-day party, complete with bubbling Dom Perignon fountains and flaming, continued on page 4. Engineering Whiz Jones Boeing. Still only 5 cents. Eminent scientist Dr. Johann Fassenbinder joins the Boeing Aircraft Corporation based in Pacifica's Seattle area. Fassenbinder holds numerous patents for generator and engine design, as well as armament modules and autogyro systems. Born in Stuttgart, Germany, Fassenbinder was quickly recognized as a child prodigy and tutored by the renowned mathematician Georg Friedrich Bernhard Riemann. Fassenbinder attended the University of Göttingen at the age of 12, then quit in his sophomore year to enter graduate school. Switching between a dozen academic institutions over the next 4 years, the University of Berlin declared him one of the finest engineers of the day and awarded him his doctorate. Since receiving his degree, Dr. Fassenbinder has assisted noted long-distance pilot Wiley Post with the development of high-altitude instruments, and worked with Nikola Tesla on the construction of long-range communication gear. Dr. Fassenbinder will continue his innovative work as part of Boeing's Special Projects Group. Accompanying Dr. Fassenbinder to Boeing is his assistant, daughter, and PhD physicist, Ilse Fassenbinder. And so yeah, I think if I'm catching hold of it, I think the idea is in this universe is the Black Swan might actually be a member of the Romanov family, and she's probably Anastasia, because that's like the person that everybody somehow thinks didn't die. And that's why she wanted the jewels, is because they're family heirlooms. Which is why she's seen wearing it, because I think Zachary gave it to her and gave a fake to them. Did we get... Oh yeah, apparently we're in $5,000 of cash. Does it actually say that's how much it was worth? Or no, this one. They don't say how much it was, but I guess that's what we did. We conned an auction house out of $5,000. Hey Corey, good to see you. I like that movie. Welcome to the Cool Pilot Time. Exactly. The one thing I'm a little worried about with our current plane is that it doesn't... The 60 cals are going to run out of ammo pretty quickly. So, we might have to replace it eventually, but for now, it works pretty well. So let's go on to the next mission.
Gang, let me introduce Dr. Wilhelm Fassenbinder.
No, please. It is I who is thanking you. You saved me from the Bolsheviks. I owe you my life. Bless you all.
Doctor, show everybody what you were showing me earlier.
What? Oh, yeah. At Boeing Special Projects, we're working on the most amazing aeroplane, codenamed Blue Streak. I give it new nitrous oxide injection that gives sudden burst of speed. But you must keep very quiet because this is top secret, yeah?
I think we should steal it.
Wunderbar! No, wait. What about my daughter, Ilsa?
We'll steal her and the plane on the same day.
All right.
Now, all of Boeing Field is protected by Blake Aviation Security, so be careful. They'll put good pilots up against us. At 8:15, like every morning when they ship her in, Ilsa will be traveling aboard this train here. When we get close, she'll climb out on the caboose. I'll pick her up by swooping down close to the train and matching its speed. Once I pick up Ilsa, we need a diversion to clear people out of the hangar, where they store the Blue Streak. A truck collects fuel from the depot every hour. If we hit the truck while it's collecting the fuel, it could cause a chain reaction that will blow the whole depot sky high. With everybody busy watching the fireworks, I'll fly into this hangar, parachute out, and nab the streak while Ilsa pilots my plane to safety. After clearing the area of any remaining fighters, we return to the Pandora. Big John, Tex, I need your sections to cover me on my run. We launch in 10.
Yeah, let's go, let's go!
We're stealing another plane. Let's get to it. Actually, I'm going to change one of our high explosives to be... Oh, we actually get an extra bunch of different things now. Armor piercing, flak, flash, smoke, choker. So armor piercing and high explosive are just rockets. Armor piercing obviously does more damage to armor. High explosive just does more damage to... technically to components, but also, like, it just does a bunch of damage. Flak travels forward a little bit and then explodes. It doesn't have to hit something first. Flash rockets, blind, but I don't know how effective they are. Smoke is, like, drops smoke behind us. And choker, actually, like, shuts off engines, which is pretty cool, but I think we'll just stick with high explosive. They're pretty good at everything. Alright, and there's our good boy. Our memento. Alright.
Enemy aircraft on patrol. We'll engage them while you attempt to pick up boss. Over.
Engaging now. I'll corral as many of these greenhorns as I can.
The train is exiting the tunnel by the town. I am ready to be picked up.
I'm gonna wait until we get past that bridge.
I got me a slippery one, comrades.
What? Comrade, you work for Boeing.
You won't get away so easy next time.
This will teach you.
This is Buck. I'm catching too much fire up here. Over.
And there we go.
I'm in. I did it. Let's go.
The truck should be arriving any minute now. We'll need to hold off these fighters for just a bit longer, over.
And there you go.
I've taken some light damage to my plane. Over.
Yeah, light damage.
What a shot, boys! Relax. You won't get away so easy next time. I'm hit, but I'm okay. Over.
Sure about that?
I'll get you next time. Careful. You got them all hot and bothered.
Jack here. I can see the trucks, Captain. They're headed for the depot now. Wait for them to get to the depot before attacking them. Over.
Yeah. Like I said, this is basically like a radio drama.
Damage to my plane. Over.
It's all like no one actually dies when you shoot down their plane. They all manage to jump out. Nathan Zachary has never killed a man. Is basically what I'm saying.
I'm taking heavy damage. Over.
Below you, bandit at 12 o'clock low.
Did I miss you with that rocket? That exploded.
Okay, we're in business, Captain. The truck is at the depot and juicing up.
All right.
Load up now, and that whole fuel depot will go sky high. Ha! Good night, Irie. You sure know how to start a fire, boss.
Break out the marshmallows, y'all. If that don't get their attention, I don't know what will.
Alright, so that's the hangar that has the blue streak in it, but there's also this airship hangar.
Cheap, you hot dog!
Transmitting the radio code now, boss. The big hangar doors are opening.
Now's our chance, boss. Fly into the hangar before they figure out what we're up to.
Will do. Sure hope Ilsa knows how to fly. I don't think we ever actually asked that question. Anyways, here's one of my favorite planes in the game.
Look out, sir. Someone launched right behind you. Keep right on your tail.
I've been cleared to shoot you and our plane down, pirate. Bail out while you can.
This is a Bloodhawk, and they look super cool, and they're very fast. I love them.
Down you go! I could use some assistance here. No, it's not possible.
It's not possible!
Tell him Nathan Zachary sent you.
You showed him, Chief. Nobody messes with us.
Nope.
All right, you mugs. Let's clear out the last of these fighters so we can return to base, over.
It's just you and me now.
All the fighters are down. Okay, fellas. Let's get back to the barn and see what Fastenbinder can do with our new prize.
This one has a nitrous in it, so you can hit N, and that activates nitrous override, which vastly increases your speed. I don't tend to use it, because I don't really think the extra weight's worth it, over just like a faster engine, but I'm sure there's like really good uses for it. Wait, hold on, let's see if we can see this. North America's #1 publication covering topics important to avionics and aviation. Oh, aviators and aviation. Air Action Weekly, March 17th, 1939. Is Blake Aviation Security really secure? Security. It's a word that has been tossed around by Blake Aviation Security like so many dirty poker chips in a brothel casino. What exactly does security mean when the people you have been paid to protect have been injured and their valuable properties burnt to the ground? Allow me to suggest another word: nothing. With their recent and complete failure to safeguard Boeing's Special Projects facility in Pacifica, Blake's so-called security demonstrated what we in the business have known for years. The real problem is not aerial pirates and thugs. It's the sleeping protectorates lining their pockets and, dare it be suggested, perhaps even looking the other way when trouble nears. Blake Aviation promises security. From where I'm standing, however, their promises are worth as much as the smoldering wreckage they had been paid good money to protect. Sacred Trust International, on the other hand, unconditionally guarantees its service, in writing and backed with a bonded insurance policy. Johan Halmut, Vice President of Operations, STI. In rebuttal, CEO of Blake Aviation Security, Paladin Blake, I want to reassure the public and our clients that no one is safer when Blake Aviation Security is on the job. True, when faced with... That's okay, no, Blake, no one likes to hear from a loser. Blake Ace shot down. Seattle's own star pilot and employee of Blake Aviation, Peter Lucky Lincoln, was shot down yesterday during a pirate raid on Boeing's Special Projects testing field. After bailing out, Lincoln's parachute tangled. He freed himself from the potentially deadly web of silk and rope only 100 feet above the ground. Nursing a broken arm and a sprained ankle at Harborview Hospital, Lincoln downplayed his heroics and instead remarked, I've tangled with chaps in the Wrong Way gang and even Redmond's thugs on the Texarkana border. But these fortune hunters are nothing like them. On one second they were scattered everywhere, the next they were flying pinpoint formations. Next time, I'll be ready for them. Mr. Zachary, I must thank you ever so much for rescuing me from Special Projects Group, and for freeing my father from the Cheka man who kidnapped him. Is it Cheka? I think. My father was right about you. You are a good man and a good friend, Ilsa. There's Ilsa's ID, Special Projects Division, for identification purposes only. Theodoric A. Lubson, Director of Security, hereby certifies that Ilsa Fassenbender, employee number 153539, expires 31st of December 1940. Ilsa Fassenbender, whose photograph appears herein, is an employee of the Boeing Corporation. And here's just a photo of the gang. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be anything in particular, but... Stunning air raid on Boeing Field. International air pirate Nathan Zachary launched a surprise attack on a high-security Boeing facility this morning, inflicting thousands of dollars of damage, destroying a refueling facility and 3 fuel trucks, and stealing an experimental airplane. He just came out of nowhere, said one ground crew mechanic. I guess he wanted to cripple our work pretty bad, because he attacked the passenger train before he blew up the fuel tanks. No deaths were reported in the attack, as the tank crew and fuel truckers immediately fled the refueling area when they saw the fighter planes bearing down on them, and the attack on the train was ineffectual. Several Blake Aviation security planes were destroyed, but all of the Blake pilots bailed out alive, although several were injured and hospitalized. Pacifica Air Militia squadrons have been put on full alert. The Hughes Bloodhawk engine, Allison V 1690, fast speed and average acceleration. Structural reinforcements, standard, fast maneuver. Armor, standard, 400, 300, 200. Guns, 230 cal and 240 cal. Rockets, 6HE rockets. The Hughes Bloodhawk is the latest in a line of superlative aircraft from Hollywood's premier aircraft manufacturer, Hughes Aviation. The Bloodhawk is the epitome of style and function, engineered as much for appearance as for deadly effectiveness. That's what being yeah, it's so great. It's like, it's still only 25 cents. It's like, god damn. If only I could buy anything for 25 cents these days. The Nitro Booster, boosted thrust, average, 100 miles per hour. Boosted top speed limiter, 400 miles per hour, top speed recommended. Boosted acceleration, amount of acceleration added to engine averages to triple normal acceleration. Nitro Reservoir, storage capacity in units of the Nitro Booster's fuel source, default is 30 units. Nitro Burn Rate, units per second, consumed by the Nitro Booster when in use, default is 3 units per second. Nitro Recharge Rate, units per second. The Nitro Booster recharges when not in use, default is 1 unit per second. Moonshine for your engine, coming soon from Boeing Aircraft. Nitro Booster injects nitroglycerin into the engine fuel feed, giving the engine an extra kick and sending RPMs through the roof. Nitro boosters can cause excessive speed damage when using nitro boosters for prolonged periods of time. Typical boost in speed is an extra 100 miles per hour. The plane can stay at this maximum for up to 2 seconds. Passengers scared but thrilled at in-hangar air show, reported by Eddie Stryker Sullivan, AAW field reporter. Ever seen a dogfight inside a Zeppelin hangar? Well, that's exactly what boarding passengers witnessed at Boeing's main field last Tuesday, as aerial daredevil Nathan Zachary and his gang traded slugs and rockets with Blake Aviation security forces. "I didn't think planes could fly like that," said one onlooker. "It banked and rolled in a space I couldn't have turned my car around in." So now we have access to the Bloodhawks. Let's go ahead and make one. Also, we got access to the Fury. The Fury is also a really good craft. We'll probably make one of those next. So we'll go ahead, stick on big engine. Get rid of the inner and outer wing guns. And we're gonna stick on upper nose guns. I would at least like to have 50 cals. I can fit up to Cheyennes on there. Okay. We need tail armor very badly. And a bit of nose armor. Okie dokie, that's not bad. Guns leave a little bit to be desired. 60 cals kind of run out of ammo. I guess I could go down. Can I do 240s? No. I think we're just gonna have to stick with 60s. And defaults to Fortune Hunters. Let's do a Blake Aviation one, I think, actually. Blake Aviation's default just looks really nice. This is unfortunate. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, and then of course, we need some new. How about B on there and a tail, sit and duck. And we'll stick with Fortune Hunters on the wings. Bandana colors, yeah. And we'll go ahead. We're gonna buy the Magpie's Joy, which is a Hughes Bloodhawk with the fastest engine, decently armored, decent guns, although they're not going to have a lot of ammo, and 1 hard point each, which is not a lot, but we should manage. Hello, sudden volume increase.
Sorry for the late call, fellas, but we've got an opportunity too good to pass up. As you know, we haven't been able to afford to fill up the Pandora's tank since the Miles shakedown. But in 1 hour, a Russian tanker, the October, comes into harbor chock full of refined fuel to replenish that depot we blew up yesterday. Our plan? Ground the tanker and steal her cargo. Her path will take her by this lighthouse, which she'll use for navigation. First, we have to destroy the generator that powers the lighthouse. A single well-placed shot into this cave on the backside of the island should be enough to knock it out. When the lighthouse goes dark, we'll light up a decoy. The decoy will throw the tanker off her path and cause her to run aground on this sandbar here. That's when the Pandora comes in, docks with the disabled ship, and grabs the goods. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Pacifica has patrol boats in the area, so we'll have to take them out before the Pandora can come in safely. Also, the Russians have an escort Zeppelin in the area, so expect enemy fighters as well. Now, once the Pandora has swallowed up their fuel, we'll need to keep them from tailing us. We can either knock out half of their Zeppelin's engines so that we can outrun them, or we can set the tanker on fire so that the Zeppelin will have to rescue their comrades. Either way, we'll still need to clear out any fighters before returning to the Pandora.
All right. This mission is called Nathan Zachary and the Petrol Plot. Yeah, everything looks good there. We'll leave that one. One thing I should do is change the wingman to be like in a Balmoral with just like turrets, with like the biggest turrets we can get on it, but I'm lazy, I don't feel like doing it right now. And of course we're knocking out the engines. We're not going to shoot at tankers so that the Zeppelin has to rescue people. Fuck that. We're taking the harder one. Big turrets, yeah. It's not a bad strategy to have a wingman that just has like really, really big guns on him. Because I don't think they use rockets anyways. So you could just stick the most armor and the biggest guns on it, because I don't think they really use hardpoints ever. Like, I really don't think I've ever seen my allies use them. And there is the Magpie's Joy. Alright.
The decoy is in place. We'll light her up when you disable the lighthouse. Over.
Roger that, Sparks. Heading for the lighthouse now, over. Lighthouse disabled. Light up the decoy, Sparks.
10-4, Skipper. Decoy is lit.
Northwest fighters in the area. Watch your backs. Over.
Pirate fighters spotted south of the harbor lighthouse. All wings break off and attack.
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock high.
So long, sucker. On your right, bogey at 3 o'clock low.
What?
Okay, but I'm okay. Over.
I need you to get off my back, please.
On your right, bogey at 3 o'clock high. Take that.
Whoa, there you are.
Ow, nuts. I've been hit. I'm taking a beating here. Any kind of help would be nice.
Whee! That was close.
You're a real barnstormer.
Yeah. Never was worried. You can see the tanker coming in now, so we just have to wait. I think. I don't think there's anything we have to do right now. Oh, I'm gonna crash. I don't know why I thought I could fly through that. Oh well, Time to restart the mission. There's no mid-mission saves. Okay, enough flying stupid stuff. Let's just do the mission. Oops. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen eventually.
The decoy is in place. We'll light her up when you disable the lighthouse. Over.
Roger that, Bugs. Heading for the lighthouse now, over.
On your left. Bogey at 9 o'clock.
Lighthouse disabled. Light up the decoy, Sparks.
10-4, Skipper. Decoy is lit.
Northwest fighters in the area. Watch your backs. Over.
Pirate fighters spotted south of the harbor lighthouse. All wings break off and attack.
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock.
It's just you and me now.
I'm in trouble here. They're cutting me to ribbons. Help! On your left, bandit at 9 o'clock.
Watch out, bogey, 12 o'clock low.
Ah, damn, I'm getting shot up here. Over.
Ooh,
Behind you,
love a
bandit
little
at 6
audio
o'clock.
glitch.
Nope. That one won't be bothering us anymore.
So long, sucker.
Big John here. Scratch one enemy. Over.
There we go. Alright, so they've got the decoy lit, so I think we just wait. And not try to fly through stuff in the meantime. Let's keep an eye on the tanker. Is it gonna do anything? What's going on now? Crash already. Come on, blow up. Well, don't blow up. We need the fuel. Just, like, crash. You can blow up later. Yeah, don't mind me, just gonna fly over the top of this. It's fine, I'm a Blake Aviation Security Bloodhawk. Don't worry about it.
Tanker October, this is the harbor lighthouse. Be advised there are pirates in that area. They've disabled the lighthouse. We're sending a flotilla of patrol boats to assist you. Over.
Tanker October here. You are being maybe mistaken. We are seeing lighthouse fine. Over.
Negative, Tanker. The lighthouse is dark. Repeat, we have no power.
But I am now looking at the lighthouse myself. You must be telling American jokes.
This is Patrol Boat Captain Jacobs. We see it too. That's not a lighthouse, you fools. Get that boat away from those rocks.
You fool.
Rocks ahead. Full reverse. Hard to starboard. Vostok, launch the fighters. We are under pirate attack.
Fighters launching now.
She's aground, Chief.
Mayday, mayday. Tanker October to Vostok. We have run aground and need your assistance. Over.
Yes, comrade. We are moving to assist. Fighters launching now. We're gonna have to delay our docking with the tanker until you take care of those patrol boats, boss. They'll tear our engines to shreds. Over.
In front of you, bandit at 12 o'clock.
Nope, that's a plan.
Heads up, bogey, 12 o'clock high.
Big John here. An escape boat just launched from that tanker. Looks like they're trying to get some cargo to safety.
Enemy aircraft in range.
Yeah, I brought the enemy face.
Oh, there's the escape boat. Escape this.
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock high.
Good
up later. On your left, bandit at 9 o'clock. Firing all guns.
Enemy aircraft are attempting a race race.
On your left, bandit at 9 o'clock.
Watch out, bogey, 12 o'clock low.
Come here, you.
Negative. The pilot has broken clear of me.
Prepare to be crashing, pirate.
Yeah. Sorry, I already
I am
did that
catching
today.
you, pirate.
Whoa. Go full throttle. Do not crash into the ocean. Okay, please stop shooting me. I don't appreciate it.
I've been hit. Jack here, under fire. I could use a hand, over. On your right, bogey at 3 o'clock.
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock.
Where is this guy? Oh,
Run, capitalist, while you can.
That's the way to do it.
Enemy aircraft are attempting a race race. The pilot has shaken me. Over.
Watch out, bandit at 9 o'clock low. Taking.
there we go.
Heads up, bogey at 6 o'clock high.
Airplane destroyed. I must be jumping to parachute.
Tracking enemy. Enemy aircraft has succeeded in breaking off.
That's the way to do it. What is this, a convention? Get these monkeys off of me.
Nope. That one won't be bothering us anymore.
Pandora, this is Zachary. All the little pests have been cleared. Time to dock with the tanker, over.
10-4, moving into position now. Remember to keep those fighters off our back, Skipper.
The fighters are gone. You don't have to worry. You might have to worry about the fact that Zeppelin is right there. But we'll get to that when we get there. And we'll definitely be ending after this mission because I have to make sure I don't play this game for too long at any given time, or I'm going to develop serious repetitive strain in my hands from
Skipper, this is Spark.
using this
We are
HOTAS.
attaching to the tanker now. Give us a few minutes to get the fuel.
Fighter launching now.
Oh, are you kidding me? You have more fighters? What, you couldn't be bothered to use them earlier?
Watch that defensive fire. Watch out, bogey, 12 o'clock low.
Behind you, bandit at 6 o'clock. Firing all guns.
Well, at least the Pandora's turrets are helping us. That's a plus.
Prepare to be crashing, pirate.
Damn, I'm in the glitches here. Could use some help, over.
Oh, Jack. Not having a good day today, are you? No, do not attempt.
I'm going down. No good. Over.
There we go. We have one more rocket. So most of these most of this air
Spark here.
Zeppelins.
We're halfway done, sir. Keep those fighters busy for just a few more minutes, then we'll be out of here.
Seriously?
Hey, boss, what about that enemy Zeppelin?
What
You know
about
it's gonna pester us when we withdraw.
That's right. Fortune Hunters, target the Vostok's engines just like we planned. We need
Alright.
to give the Pandora a speed advantage.
aggressive fire. They are taking our engines. All damage control crews to maintenance trucks.
Duck behind our own Zeppelin for cover as we make a turn. And here we go.
Careful, you got them all hot and bothered.
That's a lot of fire.
Careful, you got them all hot and bothered. 3 of the Vostok's engines are disabled, Chief. Take out 3 more, and that should be enough to ensure that she can't follow the Pandora.
Sparks here. We have a full load. Disengaging from the tanker now. Over.
We need to cover the Pandora's retreat, sir. If we set that tanker on fire like we discussed, the Vostok would come to its aid, allowing us to disengage.
Fighters launching now.
Are you kidding me? They have more fighters? Oh, Pandora's lost one of her engines.
Watch out, Bandit at 9 o'clock low!
Alright, so should be 2 more engines to go.
Bogey at 3 o'clock low.
Behind you, Bandit at 6 o'clock!
Oh, that was dangerous. Alright, 1 more engine, then we can take out the fighters.
Bogey at 9 o'clock low.
On your right, Bandit bearing 3 o'clock low!
Heads up. Bogey at 12 o'clock high. I'm hit the jumping ship. Over.
Behind you, Bandit at 6 o'clock low!
Watch it. That's live fire.
Not a problem. Over.
There should be enough engines.
6 o'clock! What a shout, boys!
I guess not. Alright. Let's finish off these Devastators. 200 something rounds left. Not good. Need to be careful. Short control bursts.
Damn. I'm in the glitches here. Could use some
Oh,
help.
Jack.
Over.
Run, capitalist, while you can!
Nice shot, Slick. Now get back to work.
Good night, Corgi. Catch you later. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Half of our engines are gone.
Alright.
That station will never be able to keep up with the Pandora. Let's return to base and get out of here.
Swell job out there, folks. The sky is clear of enemies. You are cleared to land.
Okay, alright, fine, that was too much of an angle. You know what? Fine, A to auto dock. I'm not too prideful to just use that if I fuck up the first time. Heroic workers repel pirate attack off Pacifica. The People's vessel, the October, was viciously attacked by North American pilots while carrying fuel and a shipment of aircraft parts to Pacifica. Despite the brutality of this unprovoked attack, the crew of the October was able to prevent the pirates from capturing the ship's cargo. Unfortunately, the ship was forced to scuttle the ship. The pirates, capitalist opportunists calling themselves the Fortune Hunters, were finally driven off by the People's airship Vostok, assigned to protect shipments from the motherland to the dangerous and unpredictable West. They were no match for us, for our guns and the bravery of our crews, said Captain Tamarlane Saleh. Seleti, the captain of the Vostok. They ran like the cowardly dogs they are. With machine guns and cannon emplacements blazing at the cowardly, craven attackers, the fearless Soviet crews bravely repelled the initial waves of the attack. Looks like the Russians are covering up the bed we nested them, boss. So that was actually from a Russian newspaper. Workers' Paradise Vodka. Much alcohol, much numbness. You shall have no worries, comrade. You're in the glorious workers' paradise. A glorious product of the workers' socialist utopia. Wonderful. This equipment should do nicely, Nathan. With this shipment and some of the gear on board the Pandora, I should be able to outfit your plane with my new nitro booster immediately. There's like a million stunts in this thing, and I didn't do any of them. I think we succeeded. I think the thing that we got was a thing of vodka. So, yay us. Anyways, so that was the first day of Crimson Skies. I really hope you enjoyed that. It's such a fun game, even though it is kind of a pain in the ass to get running. I had to do a lot of stuff, but I hope it was absolutely worth it. Just give me a second to pull up my latest schedule, and we'll just talk about it real quick. Okie dokie. So, audio is very cool. It's so good. They really, really put their all into making it sound exactly like a radio drama. It's so cool. So, tomorrow, back here, it's more Crimson Skies time. So that'll be very exciting. And then on Saturday, it's something very special. So I'm actually going to be over on Sleepy Panda May's stream for a special Danganronpa collab. We're going to be reading through the game. So it'll be me, Nash, Cafe, and May, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. She's even gone so far as to give us little special Foogies to use. It's wonderful. And then on Sunday, we also have another collab, and it's playing Outward with Nash, which is a Outward is a kind of like exploratory adventure RPG, and it does a lot of really unique things in it that I really like. I'm really excited to give that a try. Well, not to try. I've already played the game, but I'm really excited to show Nash it and the rest of my chat. And then on Monday, we're going to be playing through more Barkley Shut Up and Jam, because it's an interesting game, and it's been very funny. The last couple days, I've seen a couple posts where people are like, in Undertale and Deltarune, all guns have an apostrophe in it, so they're gunses. And then everybody's coming out of the woodworks to be like, yeah, that's because of Barkley RPG. So that's been very fun. Oh, but it seems hard. It's really not as hard. I'll definitely try and like talk about what makes it easier as you go on and whatnot. But I hope it goes awesome. Me too. I think it'll go great. I should also make sure that it's still installed. I'm gonna feel really dumb. It is still installed. Okay, good. I did have to ask myself that. Anyway, that's all I have for you tonight, so thank you all so much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and see who is live and who we can rate. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a Twitch window here, just so that I get a full list of all the channels that are live and not the first 5 that shows up on the raid. Who is live here on a Thursday night? Oh, well, Lane is playing some Deep Rock Galactic. So let's go ahead over there and wish them good luck with the Dwarven. It's such a fun time. Well, thank you so much, Ocean. I really appreciate it. Hope you had, well, obviously you had a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you had a great time, and I hope everybody else had a great time as well. Because there's more of it tomorrow, so look forward to that. So see you tomorrow at the same time for more Crimson Skies. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.